This part was blocked off. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm showing this first, and then I'm going to get into what they said about this map. But I want to show this part first in the video. So I love this. I love that they opened that up. And they have a bridge where you can go across B point. There's no drop point, so you can't just jump off and drop attack anybody from there. And this is very similar to the Wyverndale event, you know, where you had the dragon up top. So I'm loving it. I'm just excited to get another Dawn map. But now we're going to get into everything that they said describing it. So hopefully you guys stick around as I reacted to that. But I just wanted to get this so you guys can see it. I don't want you to have to wait forever in a video before you see the map. So here it is, y'all. I just want you guys to check it out. Let me know what you think about it. Are you excited as I am? Oh, they have the geysers also on the spawn, but they'll talk about that. They'll talk about that if you're interested. I like the map. I like the map. No major changes, really. No major changes. Absolutely no major changes, but looks good.
Yeah, let's get right into it because we have a lot to cover here. So let's start off with the here's the overview of the map here, with the 3 capture zones, A, B, and C. As you guys know, very important to play Dominion.
Yeah.
So like to kind of take you guys through a bit of the design process here was like, say on day 1, you know, I put in the spawners in the map, and I had to calculate my runtime parity across the 3 different zones there.
Okay. Now I'm sure. Now I know what that means. Obviously, I think. But for just those at home, what exactly is runtime parity? Like?
So it's a technical term. You don't need to worry about.
Oh, thank God.
But, yeah. So it's a fancy way of saying the time it takes to get between spawn and each of the capture zones at match start.
Okay.
So you know we're looking to have a balanced map here. You know we don't want to release something that's unbalanced right out of the gate.
Of course.
Correct.
So
Gotcha.
So yeah, that's essentially what I'm talking about when I
Okay.
say runtime parity. So equal for both teams. Getting back to the overview here. So when I placed my spawners in the map, I saw that I had equal runtime parity to capture zones B and C. So that was nice. But A was quite severely off-balanced. And so it wasn't a question of moving the spawner closer or further because then I would mess up my balance on the other 2 capture zones. So I kind of had to come up with some clever tricks to get balance on all 3.
Gotcha.
So starting here from the defender spawn, yes, there is a geyser, and let me tell you why. At first, you know, I removed all the geysers, and I'm like, all right, we don't really need them. But essentially, I ended up adding 2 of them back in, so that the defender team from match start has to navigate around the geyser to then get their footing inside capture zone A. So that kind of adds a few extra milliseconds, you know, because we're trying to be as precise as possible. The other thing we did here was we elongated the capture zone here, so it's much wider than it was even in a past event.
Okay.
So that also helped get attackers get their foot in sooner. And from the attacker side, we created a new path from spawn. So here you have that little mountain of rubble and stone that goes off, and also on the side, you have this path that was always there in other game modes. But
that was
coming
blocked
up
off.
here, this little portion here, normally there's a boulder
Yes,
that's
they
blocking
had it
this
blocked
area. So this is non-gameplay space. So I opened it up so that attackers
Makes
could
sense.
get a
Makes
faster
sense.
navigation path to capture zone A. And the other reason why I added the geysers back in was when you're standing in capture zone A, you had a little too much visibility on the defender spawn zone.
Gotcha.
So, you know, when the geysers are erupting, it kind of cuts that line of sight.
So let the defenders be a little sneaky on their spawn, right?
Exactly.
You don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, yeah. So that's some of the things we need to consider when converting these maps, because they were designed a certain way, and sometimes you have open lines of sight in certain areas. So we need to be a little clever on how we can cut those lines of sights.
Gotcha.
Moving on to Capture Zone B here. Capture Zone, the minion lane will run through the cathedral. And so this is actually going to be our first Dominion map with a roof over the minion lane.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so you're going to have to choose your feats.
Oh, so you can't be
yes,
arrow
that
storming
does play
in
a
there,
role in
Right,
feats.
catapults in there
Okay.
for the minion lane.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you don't
that'll be
have that in
you know,
mid lane.
It's a nice change of flavor
Mhm.
for the new Dominion map.
Different. It's a bridge over
You'll
top,
also
too.
notice that in the back
That's
there,
new.
there was previously a huge statue and a statue base
Yes.
kind of blocking the middle entrance of the cathedral. So I removed that so that players and minions can get in, access it a lot more comfortably.
Awesome.
And there's also a bridge now that that players can take to navigate between capture zones
Run,
A and
Forrest,
C.
run!
So you're not forced to run through the minion lane to get to the other zone.
Nice.
I still love that,
Nice
just
touch.
the image of that,
Nice
that
touch.
warden just running by. Thank you
Yeah.
for looping that, Max. That was amazing. Now, does the bridge there? It's kind of over the minion lane. Is there chances for drop attacks, or what are we doing over there?
So I did remove all the drop attack opportunities there since it's a narrower minion lane than other
Yeah.
maps. So
I'm glad.
it'd
I'm okay
be
with
like
that.
drop attacking fish in a barrel.
If they had them,
So,
I wouldn't be mad,
as the
but
saying goes.
since they
I feel
don't,
like I'd be the fish in that
I don't need
scenario,
drop
too.
attacks here.
So thank you for that. Yeah.
So yes. And yeah, so now moving on to Capture Zone C here. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So for those of you
Oh,
who
it
might
almost
have...
broke. No.
For those of you who might have played a past event, this is pretty much kept as it was, though I did remove a fire trap that was previously there because
That was spawned from a previously, like it was a bit of a perch there at one point, right? For some Kevin individuals in the past.
Rip Kevin.
Oh man.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for the capture zones, the balancing, and all the thought process that went behind all that.
Wow.
So
Like
now I want to touch upon something that we talked about the previous time,
Mhm.
the intro cinematics.
Ooh,
So quite a bit of work went there. Shout out to Amelie once again in the back. Yeah, she did a great job. It was again a learning exercise for us because we had kind of lost some of this knowledge, and Felix as well, our tech designer. They kind of had to retro engineer, how to make these happen once again.
Nice.
So now we have that skill set, we have that knowledge moving forward. So hey, I really hope players enjoy.
I can't see how they won't because I mean we've had a chance to play this internally. It's a ton of fun. It's just so nice and
Well, I think that's good enough as far as the first look at the Cathedral map. I'm looking forward to this. Kicks off next week. There it is. New converted Cathedral map. So I can't wait to jump on this. I hope you guys are as well. It's been since 2019, y'all. Harbor, y'all, since we've had a new map. So I am fired up for this one. Hope you guys enjoy it as well. So I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.